Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is a video in which I finally got to take out my WR250R that was experiencing some wheel problems. Um, yeah, basically the bearings on the back wheels, which were not stock, that came on the bike, in which I traded straight up for a 2017 Triumph Street Scrambler. Uh, Something happened with the back bearings or seals, and dirt got in there and basically had a major failure. All the bearings basically disintegrated, and um, yeah, I got stuck kind of near where this footage is filmed, out in such as Georgia. I'm actually riding out this way for two reasons. One, the weather was really nice in the middle of January for whatever reason. We got some high 50-degree Fahrenheit day that led me to go out in this area and get back on the bike and test out the new wheels, and which I'd done the weekend before, but I wanted to get out into some dirt and also deliver a bottle of wine to some folks that let me hang out at their home while I was stranded waiting for a truck to come pick me up. Fed me dinner, uh, and just let me hang out with the fam for a good 3 hours. So jumped on this dirt road that I thought was going to lead me back to their road, which connects to dirt, but is close to Highway 60. But it turns out that this road was closed, and so I had to turn around. Some people over here to the right shooting their guns out in the woods. You'll see down here that the road is closed, so I turn around and go to this kind of open field that I thought maybe was another pass through, but ended up not being. So, and yeah, it was a fun day out in these twisty roads. Got on some dirt. The WR is running great. There's still a little bit of a hop in the front wheel. I'm not entirely sure if it's the wheel or if it's the tire. I have a feeling it might be the tire. I'm hoping that it's the tire. I have another one to put on when this one wears down a little bit further. The hop's not terribly bad. It doesn't feel like dangerous. It's most prevalent and annoying at 45 to 53 miles per hour. Once you get a little bit more speed, it's fine, or if you're going under that speed, it's completely fine. So yeah, I'm going to be putting on a new tire to test and see if that is the problem. If it's not the problem, the front tire, the front wheel on the aftermarkets is still good. I'll have to put some new bearings in them and then get it trued and the spokes, make sure that everything is good there. I need to take it to either my mechanic or Mountain Motorsports and make sure, because the gentleman who had this bike before I did a lot of riding in the dirt and wet, and he didn't cover up the little hole, and so I think a lot of dirt and water got into where the tube and the tire rest, and therefore the nipples got rusted. So we'll see if the front wheel is still viable. In the meantime,
I'm trying to figure out, the pass-through. Oh, because that road is closed down there. Yeah.
Hey, was that you that uploaded that GoPro video on the KTM?
No, it wasn't me.
Well, if you need like a ceasefire or whatever to get through, then that's fine.
No, the road was taking me. I'm not sure if it goes that way or that. I think it goes that way though. Is that?
This way leads to kind of a bigger clearing. I'm not really sure what's on the other side. I never really went over there, but that might be it. I think there's another road that goes kind of up that hill a little bit on the other side of this clearing.
Well, I'm curious. I'm gonna check this out, and then if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna turn around and come back the other way.
We'll make sure that all of our fire is going into this hillside, just so, keep it safe.
Appreciate it. All right, thanks, man.
That dude was super cool. Not what I was expecting for some folk out in the woods shooting some guns, that's for sure. This was a little bit more than I wanted to get into, but still, coming through it was super awesome. Got into some mud, some dirt, kind of testing out the WR a little bit more. In these types of situations, I like to be with somebody, so just in case anything goes afoul, I have a buddy to help me out. Especially being this deep into the woods, but it wasn't too bad, and I knew those folk were back there if anything happened, so I just kind of scoped it out, turned around, almost dropped it on the way up through some mud, but managed to catch it. Had I been with a buddy, I probably would have tried to do some like bearing, just getting my bearings as far as like doing skids and roosts in an open field, putting a foot down, that kind of thing, but not solo. So back up I went, and this is where I almost busted. WR250R is awesome. I am crazy that I did that trade, but happy that I did. I mean, I knew I wanted to be in the dirt, and the Triumph Street Scrambler was an amazing bike in a lot of ways. Took me all the way to the Grand Canyon and home from Atlanta, Georgia. Had some great off-roading experiences with it, but I was afraid I was going to drop her, and I did twice. Once with a buddy of mine, Peter, whose video I will try to link you to here, and it's caught on film, and the other one was a solo ride up in the mountains near the waterfall, Emacalola, trying to get through the back way, and got on some windy incline on the dirt that turned into a complete sheet of ice and was on my side in seconds, fractionally of seconds. Luckily there was somebody in a Suburban behind me who helped me get it up, because I couldn't manage the weight, but I couldn't stabilize it enough to get sliding, and she was going to go off the mountain. Had I not had some people come and help me lift her up, and then got her off, but had some damage done there and got her fixed. But yeah, I didn't want to wreck that bike, and plus she was heavy, and the WR is so much lighter and more capable in suspension. And yeah, she doesn't go as fast. It doesn't look as cool. I mean, she looks cool in my opinion, for what I'm wanting to do, and for what I'm going for as far as like function. I think she's a great looking bike, and yeah, I've been really digging it. I'm looking forward to this spring getting out into these mountains more often and doing some motorcycle camping, and hopefully doing a Red River Scramble. We'll see.
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Got your bike up running?
Got the bike up and running. It took a while to get it up and running and get the wheels proper, because I got the stock wheels sent to me, and then the spokes were all messed up, so I had to get new spokes on them. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Have a good Christmas and everything?
Yeah, it was a stressful 3 months.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I know you had a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Point, so.
But I brought you guys a bottle of wine just to say thank you.
Well, you didn't have to do that.
Well, no, I felt like I did have to do that.
Didn't have to do that. I'm glad you came by and said hi.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you guys taking care of me for those few hours I was out here stranded. It's very much appreciated. So here you are, good sir.
That is really, really, really nice of you. I really appreciate it.
Hey, it's my pleasure, for sure.